close.
May 18th, 1940. Daytime, I care for the sick working at the asylum. On the evenings, I go to town to prepare supper for the Nazis at the police station. They seem to trust me. I think I can lure one of them away. If I can get a Nazi alone, I think I can kill him. I have never killed anyone. I don't know how to fight or fire a weapon. I will have to be smart about it. I miss the university. Perhaps what I'm about to do will be a learning experience.
Age 11. Swam across Forney Lake on a bed over 10 soldiers. It wasn't as dark as this.
June 25, 1940. The Nazi appears to have a very high opinion of his mother. I learned this as he was bleeding to death at the end of my knife in the outhouse next to the bakery. Mutti, Mutti, he whimpered. My hands were shaking, nearly dropped my knife. I had told him I would kiss him, and he let me lead him outside into the night. November 29th, 1940. The Nazi appears to love his sausage. I learned this as he kept on eating his supper, even though the cyanide must have ruined the flavor. His eyes rolled back, all white, yet he kept chewing. The cyanide I stole from my mother's cabinet. At times, I am struck with pangs of remorse. But then, I think of Jakub Brozek.
Age 19, dove down the well to salvage father's watch, but it wasn't as deep as this.
You are the combs. There's an elevator that can take you right into the weapons depot.
Ramona writes, May 2nd, 1941. The Nazi appears to become sleepy after climaxing. I learned this as his little soldiers were leaking out of me onto his sheets, and his face turned blue from the rope I applied to his neck in his slumber. Tomorrow is my 18th birthday.
Excellent, Captain Blazkowicz. You are now inside the weapons depot. This is the second phase of the plan to gain access to Set's underwater safekeep. In this munition stock there is a cargo train. The train is packed full. Small arms, artillery shells, torpedoes and such for distribution to the Nazi war machine. You will steal this train. Small arms we can use to strengthen our fighters, but the real target is securing the torpedo delivery. This will allow you to board and seize control of a Nazi U-boat. But first things first, steal the train.
Locate the train and drive it to the abandoned underground train station north of there. Our people will be waiting for you at the station. Klaus will give you further details on the ground. May 29th, 1941. The Nazi appears to have been brought up lazy. I've learned this when I outran 3 of them carrying a crate of grenades. I think I'm pregnant. I wish I knew how to use a gun.
ground team is in position by the abandoned train station north of your location, William. They will meet you when you get there.
following you?
No.
No? What do you mean, no? Yes?
I have a friendly face. Delivers to the Nebelyard. Alles in Ordnung, Horst?
Du, nimm nicht so viele Kisten, sonst merken die, dass etwas nicht stimmt.
Ja.
They supply the torpedoes to all the Nazi U-boats in Europe. You will hide in the torpedo. Horst will slip it back into main supply. And you will wake up on a U-boat for breakfast time. Once we have a U-boat, we take it to Set's secret safekeep, yeah? Sailors, get in the way. Bang, bang, soda pop.
Come on, man. I'll fuck the pig, you just hold the ears.
Okay, career Johnny. Get in the torpedo. Once you board the U-boat, patch this thing into the communication room and raise the antenna buoy. We need radio contact.
The dark dreams seem to fade. Too far out of reach. For now, I just miss the light.
Hier spricht Kapitän Krieger. Wir haben einen dritten Passagier an Bord. Er wurde zuletzt im Torpedoraum gesichtet. Bewaffnet euch und kümmert euch um das Problem.
Verdammter Mist!
Ramona writes, July 6, 1941. The Nazi appears to be overly devoted to his police station. I learned this while tossing grenades into the building. 7 grenades went in, but not a single Nazi came out. Does killing Nazis make me a murderer? Don't know. Don't think so. I'm not a soldier, but this is what soldiers do. And I have to steel myself from emotion, like a soldier does.
This vessel, Captain Anton Krieger. Surrender immediately and you will be treated fairly and in accordance with maritime law.
August 9th, 1941. The Nazi appears to be highly gullible. I learned this as I pretended I was drowning and he dove in to save me, body armor and all. I had only to apply the gentlest of pressures to push him down until he stopped struggling. I am pregnant. It's not showing, but I think mother suspects. I've decided to find an apartment for myself. August 30th, 1941. I have my own apartment 2 floors above the bakery. I can't have this Nazi baby inside me anymore. It has to come out. I took some pills from my mother's cabinet. They did not work. All they did was make me sick.
Achtung! Ab sofort melden sich alle wichtigen Besatzungsmitglieder auf der Brücke. Konterminierungskorps, bewaffnet euch und kümmert euch um den Eindringling. Wir bleiben komplett abgeregelt, bis die Lage...
Ramona writes, September 3rd, 1941. The Nazi appears to be a reckless driver. I learned this after I cut his brake line and his car went over a cliff as he drove down the mountain. I didn't see it happen, but there was a picture in the paper. I had a friend at the university who successfully terminated her pregnancy through consumption of pennyroyal oils. I have written her for instructions.
Das ist ein Befehl!
Boss's radio thingamajig. See if my people are on the airwaves. The antenna buoys. Buoy. Buoy. Silly word. Cat's in the bag. Bag's in the river.
Keep the channel open, Blazkowicz. We are inbound. Tracking your signal. You know what you have here, Captain Blazkowicz? This is the Eva's Hammer, the crown jewel of the Nazi U-boat fleet. There's a nuclear cannon on this boat. Correction. Our nuclear cannon. Backbone on this here magnificent fucking U-boat, Captain. I'll give him that. Took the decryption keys to the nuclear cannon to his grave.
It won't fire?
Well, not the nuclear warheads, no. There I was, piling to ram a big proper atom bomb down Deathhead's throat.
So let's find decryption keys.
The actual physical nuclear decryption keys are not kept on planet Earth. They're stored in the Nazi lunar base. U-boat captains are required to learn them by heart. Well, the lunar base is the most secure facility the Nazis have. It's where they do all their top-secret research these days.
What's your point?
Caroline and Anya are working on a bucket HQ.
Ingelach, we are here.
My father taught me this rhyme as a child. There are many other songs for different places.
Oh, no cock-a-doodle-doo. You fancy that'll open something?
You should move out of the way. Move.
Oh, fuck me in the head.
Can you feel the earth trembling? This entryway hasn't been used for centuries. Step inside. Mr. Blazkowicz, please, take us inside. Very good. How do you kindle the stage? Let's get the show on the road. I tell you, I have waited for this moment. There was many among us who wanted to even the balance of the war. But things happened fast. Our gatekeepers were murdered and some were exiled. Some succeeded. We had begun to transfer much knowledge to the governments who fought the Nazis, and there was hope. All the time there was hope, till the Nazis dropped the atom bomb. Well, there was no hope then. I remember when the Das Juchert would gather in places like this, it was brimming with life, and the channels of nature was open, but now, I think we may be the last to visit. Ah, here we are. But let me see. Warning. Blah, 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 blah. Bobby Meisters. Just step inside. Yeah? There's a transition chamber. The main hall.
Wait. What do you mean, warning?
Yeah, warning. The instructions are old and faded. Let's go. This we use to get to the main hall. I don't recognize these symbols. Oh, let me... What?
You should go next there, Blazkowicz. I'll cover the rear, all right?
This is a very, very good place. Powerful, huh? It's magnetic research. That's...
Almost shot my pants with that thing.
Huh?
Jesus Christ! What the hell is this thing?
This is the secret vault out there. Now, first, we need to activate the magnetic fields and create an entryway. This machine here, it controls the electromagnetic fields. Yes. Okay, are you ready, Ingle? 1, 2, 3, go! Here's something is broken. Can you hold this piece for me? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mr. Blazkowicz, show me your laser weapon, please. There. This is the adhere prism that makes your laser beam attuned to the proper frequency. And you should be able to charge the magnetic coils. You see them? It's up there. I will work to get this thing going.